Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all, and this is another independent movie review, but this is like an independent series. Yeah, this is an independent series, and I actually just got finished watching the fourth episode of this series on Tubi. And in this series, it stars independent actress Sarah China Evil. And in the series, it also has independent actress Robin Rose. And yeah, like Sarah China Evil and Dennis Reed, they're both the directors of this independent series. I watched the fourth episode of The Crib on Tubi, and this is my review. Here's my review on the fourth episode of The Crib on Tubi. This series just keeps on getting funnier and funnier. So, yes, the series starts off like the cousins of China, like the accents. They have like an accent, and one of the things that I noticed is that I forgot the name of the actress name. She was playing the one of the cousins of China, and yeah, this is no disrespect. This is no disrespect, but just a little bit of constructive criticism. The English accent was kind of like a little off, but other than that, yeah, she killed it with the character that she was playing. I forgot the name of the actress, but she was playing another one of China's cousin in this fourth episode of The Crib. But the episode starts off where more of China's cousins come to her house, and they just end up showing up at her house, and they just having fun. They talking to each other, they communicating, talking about going to the club. And it's like they end up going to a club and they dressed up as old ladies, senior citizens. But there's a situation that ends up happening at the club where they end up showing off on the dance floor. And then there's some other women, some younger women that end up showing off too. But you see, those younger women don't even know that the character that China is playing and Robin Rose is playing, they're just acting like old ladies, senior citizens. They're not actually old ladies, but a situation occurs where they end up getting into a little situation where they pretty much have to end up going to like go do some time for the situation, and they end up being up in there, and one of China's cousins ends up communicating with one of the people inside of the jail, and they're just communicating. They get to know each other, but a situation like occurs where the lawyer ends up getting them out of there, and the court like appearing ends up going down, and they become free because they ended up like getting into trouble because of the situation that went down at the club. And as soon as they all come back over to China's house, there's like a big celebration. There's like a surprise celebration for them. But yeah, this episode, the fourth episode of The Crib, I give this episode of 10 out of 10. I watched the fourth episode, and it's like the more I watch this, the more funnier it gets, the more entertaining it gets. This is definitely some real deal comedy. Like Sarah China Evolved, she definitely did her thing, and Robin Rose did her thing too, and Dennis Reed, like he did his thing with the directing, because like I was saying before, when it comes down to these independent movies in Detroit, they don't really play around. They take the craft serious when it comes down to these independent movies on Tubi. And yes, instead of just calling them Tubi movies, I like to be more professional and respectful. They're called independent movies. I mean, Tubi is actually the reasons why independent movies are actually on the rise. But yeah, I just like to be respectful and professional. They're called independent movies, but yeah, that's my review on the fourth episode of The Crib. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.